Hello guys, I got great news. I won against 2500 rated FM. Wow, okay. Let's start the game recap. Originally, I was rated 2102 and he was rated 2529 I believe. Okay. So the game started off with d4. Book move, which I responded with d5. Okay, classic. But he took me into Queen's Gambit, and I have no clue about this opening's line. So I responded e6. Somehow this is, my intuition is telling me that this is, the line, and I'm playing it. He continues with developing his knight, and I'm developing my bishop. Knight to f3, and first mistake of the game is bishop takes c3. Well, I don't know why is that a mistake, but I guess it's a mistake. He took back, and I developed my knight. His first mistake is g3. On human level, it seems that it's actually a normal move because you want to develop your bishop, right? But best move was actually c takes d. Okay. He didn't do that, by the way. He instead pushed g pawn. Well, I made my second mistake, and I'm not gonna keep counting how many mistakes that I did. It's a lot. Okay. Anyway, I did knight to c6, and he developed his bishop. I understood that by g3 he wanted to put his bishop there, and I followed with castling, and he castled too, which is both an okay move. Here, I did this, I planned this like 5 or 4 moves ahead, because this move does a lot. So if takes, I take, you have, whole line, right? So he did bishop f4. I thought he would go like bishop g5, which actually makes more sense. You put pressure on my knight. So yeah, he didn't do that. Instead of went on f4 with his bishop. I followed up with my inaccuracy, bishop on g4. Obviously attacking the knight, but he can just evade it or avoid it. I took back in 2 seconds. He took back. I went here, which is a great move, and he takes my pawn. Best move. I pushed this pawn, and I thought that if he went back there, which he did, I would take back, and this would be a drawn game. And I was right. Yes, I took back, and this was a drawn game. I pre-moved actually kind of everything here, and I was up on clock, and he did this. Actually, I don't know what this move does. It just gives me a tempo, I think. So after e3, I go rook c5. He responds casually, defending the pawn. I immediately go aggressive and attack the pawn. This is a mistake. So I thought my bishop move was logical because I feared this, right? So that's why I would go there to stop this. He does best move, attacks the pawn. I push it, obviously to defend. He goes rook b3. I did this to avoid any back rank checkmates, but I don't think that was the really, a good move, because it doesn't really do much. There's no back rank checkmate threats, but just to be safe, I did that. Okay. c4. I did rook d2. This is apparently a miss. I missed something. I should have taken this rook, which is crazy. If he takes, which is a mistake, I go here. I think that's the move, and he has to go back, and I'm up a pawn simply. He responded this, which is the best move, putting the pressure on this pawn, but I just took the pawn. Now I'm barely winning. Okay, I'm barely winning. He takes, I take. He takes, I take. He puts the pressure. I push the pawn. He takes. Now I push the pawn. He pushes the pawn. I push the pawn. He pushes the bishop on d5 square. If I take, I did indeed take. He took back with his own pawn. This is the best move because I'm gonna push b2, right? Yep. He pushes the d pawn. I push the b pawn. Now This is the best. Oh, actually, this is a great move. Okay. Well, he takes, I take. This is completely drawn position, okay? So at this point, we're just doing stuff. And here, exactly here, I offered draw 3 times. 3 times. But he didn't accept. The game continued. I did that. He did that. I did the move that gives the game away. He found it, but I don't think he really found it, because he made a move that gets the game back on the drawn position. But I managed to find a good move, which is that, and he just goes straight in on the king d5 square. I do this, gambling away the pawn. If he takes, I take, and whatever happens, happens. This is just a draw. But he does f3, gives away the game, just like that, because now I can go king f4, defending the pawn, attacking those every kind of pawn, threatening to eat them all up. He can't take, by the way. He has to do something, and he does that, which is the best move. At this point, I knew that I was winning. I ate everything. And yeah, just took back, did here, and these pawns were on their way to promote, and he just resigned. I gained 41 elo points. Well, if you got any questions, you can comment down below. Well, if you don't, thanks for watching. Good luck on your way to beat, gems. Anyway.